Join and play today on GeForce Now. All right, what is going on, everybody? It's another GFN Thursday, and I can't believe it. It feels like GFN Thursday just ended yesterday. But no, we're back with 16 more titles coming in the month of May, including what you see on your screen right here, The Lord of the Rings Gollum. We're about to get right into it, y'all. Let's go. All right. As you can see on your screen, we're always live at 4K, 60 FPS. So take advantage of the high resolution, you all. This right here is the official GeForce Now blog in its new format, by the way. But before we start, we're gonna go back 3 weeks to let you all know that it was a gripping new adventure as GeForce Now brought titles from Bandai Namco Europe to the cloud, including the Little Nightmares series, that is 1 and 2. All right. And then 2 weeks ago, we didn't wait at all, as GeForce Now's 6-month priority memberships are back on sale for a limited time. So do take advantage of those, you all, if you want the mid-level performance, which is amazing in itself. All right. But I'm always going to tell you about the ultimate tier, which is going to give you access to the RTX 4080 SuperPods that we talk about so often. All right. So check those out for $19.99 USD and prepare to be blown away. All right. And just last week, GeForce Now welcomed Capcom to the family, and they brought with it Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, and Resident Evil 7 to the cloud. All right. And today, GeForce Now makes mayhem with 16 new games, including The Lord of the Rings Gollum. And I like what you did there. All right, shout out to the person who wrote this, and shout out to the GeForce Now community, where amazing things happen, you all. You never know what you're gonna get. So it says here, Daedalus action adventure leads off a big month of cloud gaming, starting with 2 titles this week. Shout out to Jensen, by the way. I didn't forget. I know he's out there making moves, you all, each and every day. But it says, what has it got in its pocket, says? And that's my best Smeagol voice right there. That's all you're gonna get from me. I tried, all right? More games coming in May, that's what. GFN Thursday gets the summer started early with 2 newly supported games this week and 16 more coming later this month, including The Lord of the Rings Gollum. Now, I've already watched every movie in this franchise, you all. I'm a big fan, so I will be checking out this game. I played Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. I need to check this out. So I will be doing that. All right, it says don't forget to take advantage of the limited time discount on 6-month priority memberships. Priority members get faster access to cloud gaming servers, as well as support for RTX on and supported games, all for 40% off the normal price. But hurry, this offer ends Sunday, May 21st. Now, guys, don't say I didn't tell you about this. And if you miss out on it, because I have friends slowly coming over to GeForce Now saying, man, Storm, you didn't tell me this was this much better than Xbox Series X. And shout out to Xbox, you all. You know, GeForce Now, Xbox, they did a thing and all that stuff. And we're going to be seeing the fruits of that when it happens. And hopefully that'll be very, very soon, because I will be streaming each and every Xbox Game Studios title I can get my hands on right here on this channel, so keep it locked. And it says, and the fun in May won't stop there. Stay tuned for more news on Xbox games joining the GeForce Now library soon. There you have it. Now, some people out there, I see you out there complaining and everything, and I know some people are excited to get their hands on these titles, and so am I. But we want those titles to come out working well. We want them to come out running at up to 4K 120 FPS. So we're just gonna have to give them a little bit of time. I'm sure it's not easy to onboard these titles, you all right? Not making any excuses for GeForce Now, but we don't know the process. I just want the titles to come in the best form they can possibly come, all right? So, how precious. I know that sounds horrible and everything, guys, but so does Smeagol. You know what I mean? No need to be sneaky about it, it says. The Lord of the Rings Gollum from Data Link Entertainment comes to GeForce Now when it releases on Thursday, May 25th. The action-adventure game on an epic interactive experience takes place in parallel to the events described in the Fellowship of the Ring. Play as the enigmatic Gollum on his perilous journey and find out how he outwitted the most powerful characters in Middle-earth. Climb the mountains of Mordor, sneak around Mirkwood. I like that, Mirkwood. And make difficult choices. Who will gain the upper hand, the cunning Gollum or the innocent Smeagol? Priority and Ultimate members, shout out to them, can experience the epic story with support for RTX on, that is ray tracing by the way, you all, and DLSS technology for AI-powered high-quality graphics, streaming across nearly any device with up to 8-hour sessions. And 8 hours is a lot. Try to sit in one sitting and play for 8 hours straight. You'll understand why that is a reasonable amount of hours, in my opinion. So go Ultimate today with, and see, this is what I'm talking about. I was just mentioning this before I read this thing. I just got home from work, a hard day's work, and now I'm reading the blog for the first time like you all are. Or you're listening to it because I got your back. You don't have to read it. Go Ultimate today with the one cloud gaming membership that rules them all. I love it. May Day, game day, is going to be May, and that means more of the best games joining the GeForce Now library. Age of Wonders 4 right here, people. I'm thinking about grabbing this one, and I'm definitely thinking about grabbing Showgunners, and we're going to see why in a second. But Age of Wonders 4 is the long-awaited sequel from Paradox Interactive, a blend of 4X strategy and turn-based combat. Members can explore new magical realms and rule over a faction of their design that grows with expanding empires. Battle through each chapter and guide your empire to greatness. It leads 2 new games joining the cloud this week, and here they are up here, and we're going to shout out the developers and publishers as I do each and every GFN Thursday. And sometimes I have live gameplay footage, but this time, you all, I had to get me something to eat, so I'm not going to bring you any gameplay footage today. Oh, I lied. Maybe later I'll be doing a live stream, so keep it locked right here. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's the click of a red button. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to turn notifications on if you don't want to. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, check out the comment section or the description section below for links to other great things like the updates and release highlights page. And I'm just gonna click on that for you all real quick to show you all that this is where you can go so that you can stay updated with the latest GeForce Now updates and what they bring, such as various bug fixes or whatever and more, all right? Now, check that out. I have it in the description section below for you. Now, moving on back, it says, then check out the rest of the titles on their way in May. First up, we have Occupy Mars, the game, new release on Steam May 10th. Then we have TT Isle of Man, Ride on the Edge 3, new release on Steam May 11th. Then Far Cry 6, shout out to Ubisoft, new release on Steam May 11th. Then 10 Hearts, new release, Steam, May 16th. The Outlast Trials, Steam, May 18th. Warhammer 40K Bolt Gun, every game in this series is dope. New release on Steam, May 23rd. Blooming Business Casino, Steam, May 23rd. Railway Empire 2, Steam, May 25th. The Lord of the Rings Gollum, Steam, May 25th. Above Snakes, Steam, 25th. System Shock, new release on Steam, May 30th. Now, I'm very much looking forward to this game right here. I played it on PC when I had a potato PC decades ago, I think. And that game was amazing, so I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with it. I will be bringing you footage potentially right here on this channel, live at 4K, 120 FPS. Then we have Patch Quest, Steam, and then The Ascent, Steam, Lawn Mowing Simulator, Steam, Conqueror's Blade, Steam. All right, and then the April editions, because I'm always telling people give or take, is always give or take with GeForce Now. If they tell you 16 games are coming in May, it might end up being 26 games sometimes. You just never know. But that's why you're gonna have to keep it locked to Twitter. All right, and we're gonna get to this down here in a minute. But there were 23 games announced in April, plus another 8 that joined the GeForce Now library of over 1,600 plus games. That is 1,600 plus games, you all. 600 is enough for me, because I can't even keep up with 100 games at one time. It's almost impossible. All right, so do check out the GeForce Now library, you all. You can use the desktop PC app like what I have up right now. All right, as you can see, Age of Wonders 4 is already streamable. Add up to 4K 120. Resident Evil 2, I just dropped some footage of that, and I will be dropping more on this game, as well as Dead Island 2. And shout out to GeForce Now for always trying to provide us with these keys to bring you all the gameplay that you see us dropping. All right, now we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna point out the fact that F1 2021 was one of those games. Steam, Farlight 84 that I'm hearing good things about. That was a stealth drop. Steam, check that one out. Mortal, Steam. Epic Game Store. I can't read. Epic Game Store, and then Resident Evil 2, Steam. Resident Evil 3, Steam as well. And then Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, of course, that's Steam. Shadows of Doubt, new release on Steam. The Swordsman X Survival, Steam. All right, Poker Club, unfortunately, could not be added in April due to technical issues, and that happens from time to time. But they'll get it together like they do with other games. So stick around for those if you're excited about them. 10 Hearts also didn't make it in April, but is included in the May list due to a shift in its initial release date, or in its release date. I added my own word there. Nothing wrong with it, right? With so many titles streaming from the cloud, what device will you be streaming on? Let us know in the comments below, or on Twitter or Facebook. Now it says here there's either going to be a question of the week or a statement or something to pique your interest, all right? But this week right here, it says one does not simply game in the cloud with only one device. Now that sounds like some Master Yoda type stuff right there. And it is May the 4th, and I know Jedi Survivor is not here and all that stuff, but people. There's tons of other games out there to be streamed. That's what I'll say. I'll be the bad guy today, you know what I mean? There's more games out there. Go stream those games at up to 4K or on the priority tier or whatever, you know what I mean, at 1080p or whatever you choose to do. You can try the free tier out yourselves, y'all. All right, but it is going to get better the higher up you go in tiers. I prefer the RTX 4080 Super Pods. It's like filet mignon or caviar or whatever that's expensive out there, y'all. That's what it's like, okay? But we're gonna go on up right now while the piano is playing, and then we're gonna highlight the first game. That is Age of Wonders 4. And we're gonna shout out the developer and publisher. Very positive reviews, as you can see. Released on May 2nd, 2023. Developed by Triumph Studios, published by Paradox Interactive. All right, shout out to them. Next up, we have Showgunners, a game that I'm thinking about grabbing for the sale price of $26.99 USD. Very positive reviews overall. Release date May 2nd, 2023. Developed by artists. Now this is tricky right here. Artificer. I'm struggling with this one, y'all. It's Artificer, I'm sure. All right, but shout out to them. If this is my first time seeing a word, sometimes you all is like, wait a minute, is that Artificer? Is that Artificer? Published by Good Shepherd Entertainment, y'all. And with that, I'm gonna be out of here. Keep it locked to the channel. I'm always dropping updates. I'm trying to answer questions in live streams when I go live or whatever. Sometimes it's gonna be no commentary so I can focus on the gameplay at hand. And so I can soak in the fact that I'm streaming in the cloud with DLSS 3, frame generation, reflex plus boost, ray tracing, NIS, HDR, 4K 120, 1080p 240, even 720p if you still want to do that. GFN has you covered, you all. They have you covered. So until next time, there's 3 things I need you all to do. That's keep it safe, keep it positive, and keep it gaming. My precious. I'm out of here. Peace. Make that 1600 plus games now. I need to update that. GFN, where you at?